Now, today's featured commenter is going to be slightly different. It's Sniper Monkey, this guy here, because he left just quite the comment on my, keep in mind, tutorial for those who would like an alternate method of defeating Axel in Grounded 2. He left this just amazing comment. Here, look at it. Or you could just fight him and not be scared of him, which is a little weird considering it is a tutorial to make fighting the boss a little less annoying. So I quickly just replied, or you could draw a profile picture instead of AI generating one, but I feel like this isn't really the best comeback, so if you have anything better to reply to a man who leaves a comment on a tutorial video to just do it, the normal way instead of the easier way the tutorial says, please, go let him know. I think he'd enjoy it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I have been informed, since that last episode we were attempting to build a sailboat, there are rafts. And they're not that difficult to make. However, it says with an ore in your active hotbar slot, you can move the raft. It seems like we can't make normal ores. Like, there's these wrecked ones, but then it's just crude ore. So that's just logs and rope. This kind of just looks like a stick. So we do need even more rope, apparently. I'm hoping that by now, all of the reeds have grown back in the places where we harvested them. And at the end of the last episode, I said we were going to go on like a quest to go find limestone. It kind of happened, but then also nothing happened because I went down south and then found nothing that interesting. There was like some borax, and then I found a meteor and some lead, but that was it. Nothing else happened. So I decided that I'm just probably not gonna make an episode on that. But we can go exploring, hopefully with a raft, in the ocean. So, either limestone or also chalk, I realize. Chalk can also get you lime when it's crushed up. I am interested to see how fast this raft is going to go, because definitely not as fast as a sailboat, but I want to make sure it's actually worth trying to cross the ocean like this. Hello, gateway to the Dave dimension. Where is he? Dave? Oh, there he is. There's our guy. Look at him. Man, he persisted into reality for a while there. Probably gonna want to make sure that he doesn't come through to this dimension. Because, he gets a little excited, I think. If Dave came over here, he'd probably do all kinds of things that people would say, oh no, he's wreaking havoc upon us. He's just trying to hang out. You really can't blame him. Okay. So, we have our raft and a couple berries. That's good enough. Let's go see how this thing works. And I don't really know how much flax our crops are going to give us, because if it's just 2 threads, we're probably not even going to get all this stuff for a sale this year. Okay, wait, so we can sit on here. How do we use it? Sit on here. Suitable for okay. With an ore in your active hotbar slot, Oh, is it this one? Is that our active slot? What does that mean? Find raft. With an ore in your active hotbar slot, you can move the raft. Oh, it's just keyboard controls. Okay. Hey, this isn't half bad. Okay, so we have explored a decent amount to the north, and we know there's not really anything there. So I'm probably gonna head along the coastline this way. I don't think this travel speed is the worst we've gotten. I think it's definitely slower than walking. But, you know, that makes sense. However, we don't have to deal with rough terrain, which is definitely a bonus. Oh, if we turn around, yeah, that makes sense. If we turn around, we can make the raft go in reverse. Can we sit in the back of the raft? Yeah, it looks like we can also put some storage on here, which is nice. I don't really have enough reeds for that, but maybe if we pick up a bunch of stuff, we can come back and attach storage to this. Our hunger also isn't draining that fast. I feel like it's slower than if we were running around everywhere. You know, which doesn't seem entirely accurate, but... Again, I probably don't want to complain about that. Here, I'm going to try to angle myself so that whenever we land, it is... Yeah, I think we just need to go straight west. That way when we land, it'll be on the area we haven't explored yet. Or maybe we should just go straight to the other side of the ocean. That might be a good idea. I don't know how far it extends this way. So far, it's looking like it might just be like this kind of shape that goes up and around, but I don't know. The waves do get rougher out here, so I'm gonna hope that there's no penalty for taking a small raft out into the open ocean. Probably a great time lapse, though. I'm really overusing these things, but it is so fun. And I have nothing to talk about while I'm paddling. I think I see an island off in the distance over here. Perhaps this will be where we finally find either limestone or chalk. Assuming this is an island, of course. And not just, you know, part of the continent that's sticking out. Okay, it is not looking good for this island. Because that looks like some pretty dark stone up in there. However, we do have sandstone sand. Yeah, but this is... Oh wait, maybe over here. Hold on. We do have sandstone. If there's limestone beneath this, I'll be very happy. Nope, just looks like it goes immediately to shale. Why must this game be so cruel? Why must it make landscapes that are so incredibly harsh? You can never find what you need. This is an island, though, and a pretty cool one at that. Looks like there's a second island up there that we have yet to explore, so I might go there next. Here, I didn't pick up our raft. We also have a bunch of stuff I don't really need on me. That's my problem. I get too excited and I leave with a bunch of unnecessary garbage. Okay, our raft was down here somewhere, right? Yeah. Is that a rift underwater? It is. I just had a random frame rate drop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go check out this island, and then probably... Man, I really should have gone there first. I didn't even realize there was an island there. Probably check that out, and then just keep heading west across the ocean. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. This looks like it's probably sandstone. Is this a float? No, this is a floating island. Yeah, this is all probably sandstone, right? Yes. Let me guess. Sandstone immediately transitions into something useless. Yeah. Guess we'll take one lap around this island. See if there's anything else on the cliffs that might actually be what we're looking for. You know, over on this side of the island, I see what looks to be several more islands. Or, no, maybe that's... No, that's just the cliffs, isn't it? The rest of it just hasn't rendered in yet. Yeah, this whole thing. I imagine this is probably like granite. Actually, I might just... Yeah, I might just head up here and check really quick, because I did explore... Oh, I don't want to accidentally throw my spear. I do kind of want to make sure I didn't just, like, not understand what this was. I almost feel like I see, like, a line there between the bottom part of the mountain and the top part. But I don't think that's how world generation works. As I'm getting closer here, this is looking more like Peridot, maybe? The top part of the mountain still looks like a little different. It's probably granite up there. I don't think it's white enough to be limestone. Yeah. Okay, where to next? Probably just straight west. I'm gonna see if I can find the other side of the ocean. It's getting quite dark, and there is so far no end in sight to the water. However, if this continues to slope around like it seems like it's going to, then we should be coming up on it somewhat soon. But so far, no land. Okay, I think I just see something off in the distance. A little spot of land, so it does continue the shoreline at somewhat the same angle. I wish I had a lit torch, but I did not bring one. So we may just have to continue on in the dark. Okay, we've arrived at whatever this place is. is so dark I can't really see anything. We can't build a campfire using sticks, but we do have 2 logs with us. I think luckily we will be able to get one going. Right? If the fire starter would do something. Hey, there we go. I can probably just sit on here, right? Can I sit on the raft, please? Yes. Okay. Torch. You know, in fact, I'm gonna make several torches and light those all up, because then I can keep one in my offhand, and if it goes out, the rest of them should be able to stay lit. Guess I should test to make sure. Can I hold the torch and this ore? I can. Okay, so I'm going to keep 2 in my inventory. Actually, I can test this right now. That way, if one goes out, several of them will stay lit. Keep these 5 logs on me in case we need to make a new campfire. So this place is made out of peridite, but there is some sandstone around here. Oh, that is a shooty boy. We might just need to stay out on the water until it's light enough that we can actually see what's happening. It does look like this is more of a peninsula, so the ocean probably continues out a lot further this way. This is kind of interesting. If I move the torch back and forth using the animation from the paddle, I can see through the darkness, because the torch looks like it has a separate shader on it. Or something, I don't know. But I can see the horizon. So let me check what... Oh, see, my torch went out. Shale sand, so that's what this area is made of. I can't find my raft. Oh, wait, there it is. See, that's why I have multiple torches. So I knew I would do something stupid and need them. So it's just about getting light enough. It's 3 in the morning currently, for us to be able to see what's happening. All of these beaches still just have shale sand, though. Really love slapping myself in the face with this torch. I should be taking like 1 burn damage every time I do this, but no, it's fine. So can we pick this up? Oh, see, there's another torch. I'll have to relight those later. This was an item, so can I... Once it's placed down, can I pick it back up? Pick up the raft using control button. Come on. Okay, so control. There we go. So now we can explore on foot. Hey, lily pads. Oh, that's a bear. He saw me, didn't he? Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen to me? Luckily, we're gonna make it out of this like we always do. This time we're actually gonna do it, you know? I mean, not this time. We've made it out bear attacks every time. They stand no chance against us. We are... That was almost catastrophic. I don't hear it. I'm just gonna keep running for good measure. Because for some reason they like to be silent while chasing you. However, we have just made a lot of mistakes for our optimal running patterns. And it has not caught up to us, so I think we're fine. Until we're walking through the bushes and immediately see another bear. So we are back in Claystone territory. I don't know if Limestone can generate under this. Oh, our shovel's almost broken. Here, while we're at it... Oh, that's the bear again. Or a different one. Luckily it was after some random rabbit, so... should be fine. Actually, there's cliffs over here. We can easily see what the makeup of the area is. Or at least easier. Let me get some dirt here to block off the water. So what's underneath this? Claystone, that looks like immediately shale. This area also doesn't have what we're looking for. Limestone and chalk just, they seem to be conspiring to not be found. I don't know, what reason would they have to not wish to be found? I'm going to relight the torches that went out because I'm stupid. This time we get to use our existing torch. Look at that. I'll spend sticks there because I think we only need 4 to make a new campfire, so I'm going to keep the 4 firewood. One more torch, please. Thank you. Okay. Slightly burnt myself. That is fine. That wolf sounded somewhat close. But I'm sure that's not a problem. So this is all still the claystone that doesn't ever seem to want to generate something useful underneath it. You know, I really wish this kind of just had a front, because every time I look behind me, it's like, oh, we're reversing now. I am going to get this torch out of my face for the time being. We don't need it. Well, I just found more lead while checking under this claystone, so I suppose we can mark that down. That is not what I meant to say. My question is, what is underneath this claystone? Looks like immediately shale. Well, once we have a use for this, we can come back and get it. Like, what is the lead even used for? Lead ingot, metal molding, ingredient for... Maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe it's not used for much except an alloy. Condenser, boiler. Okay, this just seems like it heats up liquids. Oh, we know where to get that if we ever need it. I'm wondering if this is another island or just the edge of the ocean that we're seeing over here. It looks like it's just the edge of the ocean. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here momentarily in order to make a bed, because I did not bring one, and I don't want to go paddling in the dark again. Although with it being closer to winter now, I don't know that beds are really gonna take me all the way through the night, or at least the grass ones won't. 7 hours seems like it's not long enough to skip all of it. No, I already had grass on me. I could have done that the whole time. Guess while we're here, if there's anything else interesting. Landscape looks like it is made of more shale. So we can walk along the beach for a while. It is faster than paddling. What is this? Just some flint. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I want to know. Oh. Oh, right, of course. You know, I feel like maybe I shouldn't be messing around in here. Children's toys, polished rock. You know, human carcasses. I probably shouldn't take some weird skulls from a thing I just found. But, I mean, nobody here will mind. Oh, torch holders. I believe, right? So if we look, age torch holder can be used to place torches can be used to place torches inside, which will never burn out. So this is the solution to our lighting problem. Not the human skulls. I mean, those are pretty cool, but these torch holders. There's also a copper storage vessel. I really wish this had the double click to group all items. That would be a very useful feature. Can I just, like, make a cooler knife than mine? One second. Yeah, look at this. This is a way cooler knife. I probably won't take the copper storage vessel since it doesn't have as many slots as a regular wooden chest, but it's a pretty cool structure. What do we call it? That's not how you spell crypt. Is that it? I think so. Well, we'll save that on the map. Oh, I didn't even customize the icon. Perfect. We'll make it that and then do like dark gray. What is this thing? Or collection of things? Is that a giant... Is this a giant hand? Okay, a basket. And feathers. Nothing good in there. A flax grain. A ridiculous amount of it. What do you have? Copper scythe and stone shovel. Honestly, this shovel's about to break. Stone shovel would probably be better at this point. At least I don't have to make it. I can eat some of these black currants. And then probably pick up... you know, scythe, it's not that great. I'm not really going to use it for anything at the moment. But seriously, what is this place? Any of these other structures have goodies? I mean, at this point, there wasn't really goodies. Mediocres. Okay, this one is the most interesting out of all of them. It's like an actual building. Most of a building, at least. And it has nothing in it, really? Well, that's disappointing. Felt like this should at least have something, but no, it was all in just these random sandstone structures. This looks like the feet of a giant statue, so maybe that's what this is. It's like we got a hand over here that fell down. And then these look like feet. I don't know what that makes that. This thing, I don't know what this is. But... well, that's kind of interesting. Oh wait, there is another cracked vessel over here. It looks like it had turnip seeds. Oh, random phone notification. Okay, not too important right now. Picked up that shovel again. I guess I'll bring the scythe with me if I have an extra inventory space. This terrain's getting pretty hilly, so might switch back to being on the raft. Hey, I found a redwood tree. Oh, and also an angry pig. 2 angry pigs. I don't want to die this far from home, so it's probably a bad idea to fight these. I will destroy you if I have to, pig. Anyway, a lone redwood tree, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. What is it? Other than being red, what do the planks look like? Okay, so that's pretty nice. It's like a rose color. Probably not going to make anything with it right now. So it's probably about the time where we would sleep. Assuming there's nothing coming after me. That doesn't sound good, but I think it's too stupid to realize it has to aim down. Because that sounds like one of the boat horns. It is time to swim out into the middle of the ocean. It's once again 3 a.m. Yeah, that sounded definitely like a boat horn. Where's my raft? Didn't pick my bed back up, but we can make a new one. That's fine. I have made a realization, and this may very well be a disastrous one that has wasted my time. Shale and slate are not the same thing. If I look in the rock strata in sedimentary, this includes claystone, sandstone, limestone, chalk, shale, chert, conglomerate, and bauxite. So if you are searching for limestone chalk and you see the top layer of an area is igneous or metamorphic, look elsewhere. I believe that the areas that we were looking at may have been shale that whole time. So we might want to go back, because I thought it was slate, and that it was a metamorphic rock. So I have a bit of a dilemma here. Why couldn't I have just, been smart and realized that? Because shale and slate are different rocks. Of course they are. I think I'm going to keep going. Because maybe I'll circumnavigate the entire ocean. Look at this. We've made it, down probably one side. Can't be that much farther, right? Use the correct one that time. What? Coral? No coral. Coral. No coral. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to go around the whole ocean. Should probably do this whenever I get a sailboat instead, but let's do this. Never mind. I'm not gonna I'm not going to keep going. Actually, you know, I'll get a coin. I will decide this via coin flip. You know what's better than a coin flip? This USB-A to USB-C adapter that has the USB sign on one side. If it lands with USB sign up, I will keep going and try to go around the whole ocean. USB sign is up. We continue on. This is going to take so long. I appear to have stumbled upon another merchantman. Okay. What do you have? Clothing merchant. I don't think I really need any of that. You know, buying linen probably wouldn't be a bad idea since I need this for... Excuse me, I sneezed. For the sale of my boat. But I don't have gears for that. So I think we just have to continue on without it. Looks like the ocean is once again opening up to be even larger instead of circling back around. You know, I'm flipping the USB thing once again. What do we get? Face up once again. You know, no, I'm not following the USB thing's instructions. I'm going back. I don't care. I'm gonna head back home, and if underneath that shale there actually is nothing, the next time I'm gonna go upwards. I'm gonna go north. But this has been too long. I have discovered another island out here in the ocean. No idea what it's made out of. Shale. Okay, that is a sedimentary rock. I think now might be a great time to use... Okay. We looked down, so our torch burnt out. Of course it did. I'm going to do this in the dark, because I feel like if I get out another torch, it's also going to burn out. But now it seems like a pretty decent time to sleep. And perhaps under this shale, we will find limestone or chalk. I can dream. Also, we might need to stop here to get food, because we are starving just slightly. So what do we have? Oh, food. Perhaps this island is where we will finally get lime. I really hope so. I am so done looking for lime. All those spots back there, if they ended up having it and I just didn't realize that shale was sedimentary this whole time, I really should have known that. But I thought I confused it with slate. This... Okay, instability not looking too bad here. Conglomerate, that is no longer sedimentary, right? I'm gonna double check everything now. Okay, apparently this is also sedimentary, so it could have been under this whole time. I also thought that this was not sedimentary. I've been looking way too hard. Okay, that is slate now. But I guess I'll check one more time. Rock strata. Slate, okay. Not here. I mean, like, those are pretty similar, the shale and the slate. Hey, copper. Probably not going to mine this anytime, ever, but in case I'm at this island and running out of tool durability, at least I can come back here and get it. Oh. I'm going to put a second one here. It's probably just part of the same node, but I'm going to put 2 just to mark that it's a big one, at least. It is time to return to the seas. I'm gonna aim to land on the beach, like, maybe right in here. Or actually, maybe we'll go south now and run back along the shore. That'll probably work pretty well. Okay, another location that has shale rock here on this little peninsula. So, actually I'm going to start down here. That makes a little more sense. What do we have behind it? Okay, more sedimentary, so we can keep going in hopes. Okay, and that's igneous. Well, hopes and dreams once again shattered, but that's alright. We don't need to worry too much about that. It happened. It happened, everyone. Don't panic. Don't panic. We found a limestone. We were on the map right here, and I just happened to stop and think, you know, I should do another soil test. We found it. We actually found limestone. Please don't crush me as soon as I break this. Thank you. Thank you. It is dark. We might just hole up in this cave real quick. It happened. I'm so happy. And it's not even that far away from the base. Like, that's a reasonable distance. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Limestone at last. I was busy thinking, you know, like, what should I entitle this video? Limestone isn't real? You know, as I was doing another soil check. But it is real. Limestone exists. Let me just check all these rocks. I want to make sure that nothing here is too unstable and could cause a cave-in and then we die horribly. We don't have a bed, and it is getting quite late. I thought I picked it up. I thought I picked up our bed. But apparently I didn't. I am collecting as much of this as I can. Oh, almost forgot to mark this on the map. Imagine if I left without doing that. We're giving that quite an amazing title there, because we found the one thing our heart desires more than all else. I don't even know how big this deposit is. It kind of seems like just a single layer, but that's good enough for me. And I'm taking starving damage. What time is it? Pretty much right at the beginning of the time when horrible creatures come out and try to hunt me. Priority right now, find edible things. And don't die. Berries or mushrooms would be appreciated. But those... Oh, okay, wait, mushrooms. We found some mushrooms. I can't wait for 8 bowtorns to show up and shoot me to death. I gotta stop saying things like that. Remain positive, you know? Isn't that like a great tip for survival scenarios? Just remain positive. Don't beat yourself up. This isn't a survival scenario, though. This is a limestone scenario. This is far, far more important. I'm gonna begin harvesting grass to make bed so I don't have to stumble around in the dark. This obsidian knife is kind of awesome. I don't It feels faster than a regular knife. That might just be me being crazy again, though. How is it? I would like to sleep next to my precious limestone. And use up all of my saturation again. So I can be hungry. Is it gonna kick me out of my bed for starving? Nope, we're good. Okay, what can I throw out? These rocks and these rocks. Those are not the rocks I want. Those are not good rocks. Now, may I please find berries or more mushrooms? All of the berry bushes, now that it's fall, and some of them, they're turning like a little red. Now I can't tell if they have berries on them or not. Okay, those ones have to, right? Nope. Nope. Oh wait, this one does. Food. It tastes so good. More food. And a person. You know, you're gonna sell limestone, aren't you? Wilt. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Furniture. You are not that helpful. I will mark you on the map despite me having better things to do right now. Okay. Limestone. We can probably just go grab it. Again, I would like to find a couple more berries so that we don't immediately end up having to come back out and stop mining limestone. This has been our quest for so long. I'm so happy. Tears of joy. Okay, what did I pick up that I don't need? Can drop firewood. If there's even 2 stacks of limestone here, I will be incredibly happy. Okay. That was a cave-in. I got jump scared there a little bit. However, I think that's just fine. We are okay. Could be worse. This and this look too similar. That is nearly the same object. Okay, any of this incredibly unstable? Maybe. Get out. Get out. We only accept limestone. That is the only type of rock that we will be accepting. You know, I've just realized now that I've found limestone, the next thing I have to do is go look for tin. Oh. Wow, that was crazy. What a disaster it could have been if we were killed by that cave-in. That could have been terrible. Ignore all of these berries I have in my inventory. I don't know where those came from. Okay, I do see more limestone. I do want to get as much as I can while I'm here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll put up something. I did not cheat to get back here, I can assure you. I don't see any more limestone, which is only a little concerning, because if that was everything that was here, I don't know that we have enough. Okay, there's more. Probably just hidden by the cave-in. Please don't cause another cave-in. Okay, that's 2 stacks. Throw out these cattails. I think that will be good enough for now. Also, I don't have enough. And also, I picked up this fire clay somewhere. I do not know where. I think it might have been from like a jar I broke on the way back. The unfortunate way back. We do have dirt here, right? How much? 5, that'll have to do. It's exactly enough to just barely escape. Do we have our raft on us, or is it placed down? Oh, okay. I don't know why I tapped D there to jump sideways directly in the hole. That's my fault. Okay, that's 2 boat horns. Not a big fan of that. Not a huge fan of that. Generally, not enjoying that. I have no idea where a raft is, but it does not matter because all that we need to do right now is just get back home. That's a bear. I just heard a bear. You might be done for. Please, I don't want to walk back here again. I don't want to walk all the way back again. I am not faster than a bear. I am not faster than a bear. Oh, now it's dark. Now it's pitch black. Please let me escape. Oh, it's still chasing me. I'm not out swimming a bear either, am I? I don't see it, but then again, it's pitch black. I don't see anything. With all of our torches having gone out, I haven't heard it growl in a while. It's probably not chasing us anymore. Do I want to test my theory? No, I don't. A bear probably wouldn't chase us into the open ocean, right? You know, maybe that's what Vintage Story is missing. You know, some creature that can attack you in the ocean, because so far the oceans seem to be relatively safe. Okay, bear is gone. I need this bedroll to take me to a better place. Please. Finally, we've made it back home with Limestone. We did it. Also, these things. Put one on in there. One there. Oh, this is still burning. Good thing we have infinite slabs. Look at that. Permanent light. Okay. Quern. Please accept these rocks. Quite a bit of food. I just want to get to grinding. Actually, you know, maybe I'll just do this, like, between episodes. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. You guys don't need to watch me do this. Thank you all for watching. I will... Come on, camera. I will see you later.